Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to get into Gran Turismo 7. This is a game I've been waiting for a very long time. I am so excited to get into it, but as you can see in the top right at the moment it is still downloading. Or at the time it was. This is post editing commentary. But anyway, I wanted to do a live reaction to this game, but I don't really have any form of setup to do that, so this is the best we can do. But yeah, to pass the time, we have these music rallies. Not going to show too much of these because I don't know if the music is copyright free, but yes, the first one was pretty easy. I might actually have to mute the audio just in case, but yeah, the first one pretty easy. The second one took a little bit of doing, but we got there eventually. And the last one, well, you can see I got the distance requirement exactly right, but apparently that's not good enough. You have to beat the target, not match the target, and I only got silver, but that was good enough for me, so we are going to move on. Alright, so here we go then, entering the Gran Turismo 7 world for the first time. Alright, so here we are. I'm going to skip over the majority of this intro and tutorial kind of stuff and just move straight onto the cars and the racing, because that is what we are here for. I do like having this, this sort of group of characters in the game that sort of guide you through everything, because it is useful, but I've played Gran Turismo games many times before, and while this one is a bit different, it's not that hard to figure out. So yeah, I did read a lot of this stuff to begin with, but there's a lot of it, so for the video I'm just going to skip straight over it. For our first car we have the choice between three Japanese compact cars, the Honda Fit, the Toyota Aqua, and the Mazda Demio. We're going to go with the Demio as a little reference to Gran Turismo 1. I believe it was the prize car for the Sunday Cup, if I remember correctly, so I'm going to use the Demio as a little reference to that. So it would seem that the way to unlock new features, tracks, cars, etc. To progress through the game is to complete these menu books, and the first one is to collect 3 Japanese compact cars. The 3 that were for sale in the used car dealership. However, instead of buying them, we can actually win them from certain events. So that is precisely what we are going to go and do now, and begin the racing part of this racing game. So the first race we're going to do will be at Broadbean Raceway, I'm pretty sure it's a fictional track in Japan, an oval track with a slight right-hander to keep things interesting. If we win this one, we will also win the Toyota Aqua, which is of course one of the cars that we need. So let's just get into it and do a race on Gran Turismo 7. And it's a lights out and away we go, except it's not. It's a 3, 2, 1 and here we go in Gran Turismo. And I've immediately paused it. I think I was just checking that the game was in fact recording, which it is, otherwise you wouldn't be seeing this video right now. So immediately we crash into a car and the wall. The only way we know how to start a new game is by crashing immediately at the first corner. Typical stuff. We continue on though, because Gran Turismo has no form of mechanical damage, so a few bumps with cars and walls is no issue for us as we start to push our way through the field and making very rapid progress. There is a difficulty setting. I have put it in the middle at the moment. It's sort of just a low, medium and high, no form of slider with many different options like the Formula 1 game has, but nonetheless it's nice to see that is an option. But we continue to press on. We are currently, as you can see, running the assists for the driving line and the braking zone, as well as traction control and ABS. Everything else I've turned off. So yeah, that is just to help me get up to speed. Maybe I'll turn some of them off later on. We'll see how the car handling is. But anyway, we continue to press on, and we've got one car left. in front of us, so let's see if we can get him on the run to the line. We're on the final lap. It's only a 2-lap race, so it's actually going to be very, very close if we can grab this one last position as we head around the outside. Are we going to be able to get ahead? We do have a nice bit of momentum, and we will just about get the nose ahead before we cross the line. And that was a very close finish at the end of our very first race in Gran Turismo 7, but we come home the winner by I think it was less than 1/10 of a second in the end. It was very close, and we actually got a trophy for that achievement for winning a race by, I think it's less than half a second ahead of that car. So yeah, that was very, very close with the Toyota Aqua there, and we actually win now the Toyota Aqua from doing that. So that is really cool to get the win straight off the bat, and one of the remaining 2 cars on our first menu book to add to the collection. There are many, many cars in this game, so it's going to take quite a long time to get them all. And of course, not all of them are going to be won from races. Some of them will be won from license tests and from various other things. There'll probably be driving missions and other things coming, as well as some cars you'll just have to buy with credits. But yeah, that is the Toyota Aqua added to our collection, and we just have the Honda Fit remaining. To win that, we need to go elsewhere, so let's find out where that is. Also, it somehow looks like we've prematurely leveled up our car collection level, but anyway, that's something. So the next event is at a circuit called Autodromo Lago Yeah, that. So let's get into it. For this one, we are going to actually switch cars and switch to the Toyota Aqua that we just won, just for a bit of variety and to try out the new car. So let's do that. The track itself is relatively simple, as you would expect from an early game circuit in Gran Turismo, so it shouldn't be too hard. So let's just get into it. Alright, so here we go then for the second race in Gran Turismo. 8 cars in the races at the moment. That will increase as time goes on, I should imagine. Towards the end of Gran Turismo 6, they had, I think, up to 16 cars in each race. And I imagine that number will be even higher in Gran Turismo 7, given it's on the PS5 versus the PS3. So yes, that should mean we have bigger fields of cars towards the later stages of the game, when we get to endurance races and so on, assuming they are in the game. I would, well, I don't see why not. But anyway, we push on, and we've immediately moved our way all the way up into 3rd position after about 3 corners, maybe a couple more. We go down the inside and move ourselves up into 2nd, and this is when I sort of started to realize that, yeah, I've got the difficulty set way too low. So after just 1 lap, we've moved our way from 8th up into 2nd, so it shouldn't be too hard to win this race. And we are already gaining time on the race leader. There is the car from the off-board, and the cockpit camera, which I'm probably not going to use too much. I just don't enjoy driving from this perspective, and you can see I'm immediately much slower, as I should have been able to easily get past into turn 1. But nonetheless, we still have plenty of time. We have another big braking zone towards the end of the lap to get the move done. If we can't get it done earlier than that, good exit out of the right-hander there, and we go steaming past and take the lead of the race here at Autodromo Lago Maggiore, I think was the pronunciation. Not good with Italian, but anyway, 1 corner to go, and we will come towards the finish line for our 2nd win in Gran Turismo in as many races. Obviously the earlier races in the game in these fairly basic cars are not going to be difficult, but I imagine when we get into the later races, we get to the racing cars, the difficulty should step up But anyway, first position and our second win, and that will give us the Honda Fit and complete our first menu book in Gran Turismo 7. So now we return to the main menu and we head into the cafe where we can complete this first little quest. Collection Japanese compact cars completed, and that is 3 cars now in our collection, and 3 really cool cars at that. I actually prefer driving and racing cars like this, just other kind of lower performance cars over the supercars and racing cars and Le Mans cars even, but I just find these more fun to drive, and particularly in online racing they're a lot of fun too, but we will potentially get to online racing at a later time. But for now, that is probably going to wrap up this episode, or at least very soon. We'll just get through this until we are handed the next menu book, which we will do in the next episode. But yeah, we've won a roulette ticket. That's basically like a wheel spin, so you can win cars and money, I think some car parts as well, depending on your luck. But yeah, that is cool to get every once in a while. I don't think you can buy them. I think you can only earn them, which is good. That makes it more like a randomized prize rather than actually a sort of gambling thing, which I've never really liked in the Forza Horizon games, for example. But anyway, we unlocked the license center now, so we will be getting on with that in the next episode. But for now, that is it. I think we can talk to this Luca character one more time, and he'll tell us a bit about these 3 cars that we have just earned. So yeah, let's do that. Why not? We got a bit of time. The term compact car is pretty self-explanatory. It refers to cars with smaller wheelbases and less ample interiors. New drivers love them because they are easy to handle and they're perfect for day-to-day use. Japanese compact cars are famous for their technical prowess. Take the diesel engine in this 4th generation Demio. It's considered one of Mazda's masterpieces. There's also the 3rd generation Honda Fit Hybrid, the most fuel efficient car in Japan when it was released. Finally, there's the Toyota Aqua, another compact hybrid, boasting great fuel efficiency and excellent handling. As you can see, many compact cars have ended up becoming all-time classics. So that is going to bring an end to this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, unfortunately I couldn't do a live reaction as I wanted to, but nonetheless, I've really loved the start of this game, and I'm sure I will continue to do so as we get deeper and deeper into the game. We'll move on to faster cars, harder races, more difficult tracks, longer races, and of course the dreaded license tests. I don't know how easy or hard they're going to be in this game. It's a bit hit and miss. Some games they've been relatively easy, some games they are much harder, some games have a combination of the two. So yeah, hopefully for my sake that the license tests aren't too difficult, because I've never been particularly good at them, but we'll have to see in due course. But anyway, I've been rambling on for almost a minute now since I said we're going to end the video, so let's just do it. Thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to give me some feedback in the comments. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.